light. I want a little fight. Now give me the light. Now give me the light.
Burn up the dance, 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 burn up the dance. 1, 2, 3, burn up the.
Kate takes turns between doing gentle, calm exercises on the sofa and going out into the world and trying things that a lot of us would never even think about. She's been boxing, she's doing Pilates, she's done so many things, but this week we went along to a hip-hop class, something actually I like because it's exercising while dancing. How did you like it, Kate? Really lovely to see you. Alex,
Hello.
good morning.
Good morning. Wow, honestly, we had so much fun, didn't we? Have you ever tried it before? No, and I'm not going to. I have 2 left feet.
That's the only thing. When people go one way, I'm going the other. Yeah. But it's so much fun, and really, no one cares.
No, and I think that was the thing, because honestly, I felt exactly like you. And I'll be honest, when you said to me, Kate, tonight we're going to go do some hip-hop dancing, I thought, oh, I can't do this. Like, I was so nervous, but afterwards, I said to you, didn't I? I said, I'm so glad that I went. Like, I'm so glad that in a way you said, Kate, right, we're going to do this tonight. And like kind of forced me, because it was honestly so much fun.
I mean, after Kangoo, jumping around on springs and all the things that you do, for me, it was just a surprise that you would think that would be difficult. But then it comes down to that coordination. Yeah. And I have to say that when you did go the wrong way instead of everybody else, I found that very reassuring. I mean, I found that very comforting. It's horrible to be mean in that way, but it was actually nice to see that someone as cute and as capable as you, it is difficult to get the coordination.
But actually, don't you have to, you go several times and you learn the routine, don't you? So actually you jumping in the middle, well, I don't know how long they've been going on for. That must have been quite hard, because a lot of them must have already known the steps and what they have to do. I mean, I don't know. How did you feel?
I think that we were quite lucky, weren't we? Because they started a fresh new dance. But I think, like you say, they do a month and they do like a different series and add on. But the teacher was incredible. She went super, super slow. She went through with all of us, so like you didn't feel like an idiot, like kind of like like kind of that panicked feeling. She was just like, right, let's just do like 4 steps and then we'll practice. And then we'll do like a little bit more and then practice, but super slow. But honestly, she was incredible.
Really nice. And there was one lady who particularly found it difficult with the coordination. She goes like, I just can't get it. She stopped the class. Everyone was patient, and I think those are the aspects that we most want to highlight. Is if you try something, you don't have to be good at it.
Yeah, don't be scared to try.
Yeah. And I think that's something, as you say, that so many people maybe don't try things because they are scared. But I think even for myself on Monday, it was like, do you know what? Like, you just have to let all of that go behind you and just go for it, because you never know, you may love it. And we did, we came out and we were just like, wow, I can't wait to kind of do the next class.
That is an interesting point, actually, because I don't think I'd ever try it simply because I don't think I could do it. But actually, maybe I should try something and see if I like it.
I was going to say, I was surprised because it's dancing, and you really are dancing, and you're learning all these different moves that you could actually whip out on the dance floor somewhere. Not that one would, but it was actually good, except for me, the coordination was just overwhelming. But I laughed so much because it was so difficult. You just
feel like you're doing exercise. You feel like you burnt a few calories at the same time.
Definitely.
It is. It's really good for getting the whole body. It's like a real workout for the whole body, isn't it? It's like a real just getting yourself pumping. And there's different levels. Like she said, she was doing more like Afro style than the hip hop, but it all comes from like the rapper time, and it's mixed with all different types. Like the origins come from all different types of music. So it's very cool.
And do you know what? It was really interesting, actually, because so a friend of mine, she told me quite a while ago that her dad was involved in hip-hop dancing and all that kind of world. And so before I came here, I actually started speaking to her, and I said, oh, this is really random, but we did a hip-hop class last week, and I know that you said to me about your dad. And it was really sad, actually, because he actually died in March, and it's his birthday on the 21st of December. But he is from a group of hip-hop dancers that was called the Rock City, that was started in 1983 in
they were quite famous, weren't they?
Really famous, and I had no idea about this, so I started reading a little bit up about it. But as you say, like, they would do loads of competitions, they would do lots of different where they do the dancing against other
right, the dance-offs. Like, and those dance moves are great. They're having actual dance-offs.
So it was super, super interesting, and they travelled loads with it, and His name was Sly, actually. So I feel like, in a way, last week was a bit of a dedication to him. It's like the energies were saying something to us. So no, but
I believe everything's for a reason.
Definitely.
Everything comes round.
No,
and it was funny because I was also looking with the hip hop, and the moonwalk is probably one of the most famous steps that have come out of hip hop dancing as such, which Michael Jackson obviously is credited for. However, remembering that Michael Jackson said that he was inspired by the old dance movies, it actually, if you go back to some of the old dance movies, particularly ones in black and white, you can see them doing the moonwalk and all kinds of steps that actually Michael's just copied and put them in the, like in modern times. That was pretty interesting to see the origins, and yet how much is actually comes from classic dancing as well as from the I think that's what is incredible though, isn't it? Like kind of the mixture of kind of everything that goes, is, as you say, even like the world of hip hop. It's kind of, you know, the dancing, the beatboxing, the rapping.
It's an art. It's an art, essentially.
Isn't it? So no, I think if anything, like it's so interesting to actually learn about the history and everything that goes into it as well. So no, definitely we need to all try hip hop dancing together.
Yeah, I have to say, even as someone as badly coordinated as myself, it really, really is fun. And as I said, I'm very happy to see that you and other people in the group weren't doing it perfectly, because I think we always think everybody else does everything perfectly, and we don't want to make a fool of ourselves, and I think we need to forget that completely.
Oh, completely. And I think, do you know what, I think that's something that was really nice actually about the teacher as well, wasn't it? Like she was just saying, everyone just relax. And I think that's what you kind of do, isn't it, when you first start, like you do feel quite tense and kind of, I mean, doing the dances that we were starting off with, I was like thinking, oh my gosh. But I think that is true. You just have to just let everything go and just be like, do you know what, who cares if I make a fool of myself, and just enjoy with everyone that's there and have fun, and break the rules, break the boundaries.